The sell-through rate for the entire niche of golf pants on eBay is 57%. That means that more than half of every pair of golf pants listed on eBay in the last 90 days has sold. That is, I'd say, not unheard of, but that's an incredible sell-through rate for a whole entire niche without considering size or brand. So how do we get sell-through rate for those that are new to my channel or those that don't understand how sell-through rate works or what it is or why it's important? Let's go. You take the sold divided by the active items, multiply that by 100, and that gives you the sell-through rate. So in the live example, we're looking at golf pants today. So men's golf pants without any sizes or brands. There's 68,000 pair of men's golf pants that you could buy right now active on eBay. So to find out how many have sold, we scroll down on the left, and on the app you'll just use the filter. Go down to show only sold items. That gives us 39,000. That means that 39,000 of 68,000 have sold in 90 days, which gives us the 57% sell-through rate. That's incredible. Just in case you're not used to eBay or you're new or you don't sell clothing on eBay, that's an incredible sell-through rate for any niche. I've got 81 brands here to go over. Shout out to Big Yumbo. I watch his channel a lot. A lot of great videos that he's put out. Thanks for the shout out, man. Hope you like this video. So let's jump in. Right now, the number one fastest selling brand in golf pants that I could find, I'm just a human, I could have missed a bunch, Primo. This is it. The sell-through rate is 664 percentage points. That's pretty crazy. Another thing about Primo is it's actually way better than average as far as sold price goes. So we have pre-owned going for 35 bucks, 29, 40. So depending on the model or whatever, you can expect 30 to 40 bucks. And if you get lucky, you might even get 54 like this lucky seller got. Because brand new, they're selling for, they got 54 a bunch of times, just the same person. So kudos to you, $54 getter. But I think more than likely, you're going to get between 30 and 40. If you want to start high, that's fine. I mean, with the 600% sell-through rate, you can push your luck a little bit. The tag looks like this, Primo. It's got a little triangle similar to Untuck It, but it's a little bit different. And you will see it above the back pocket. See right above the back left pocket, there's the little weird triangle thing, the little wedge. If you see that on a pair of khakis or performance stretchy pants, you need to pick them up because they're guaranteed sell very fast. The number 2 fastest selling brand is Sweat Tailor, spelled S-W-E-T-T-A-I-L-O-R, like the occupation Taylor, not the last name Taylor, not like Taylor Swift. So let's take a look at Sweat Tailor. These don't go for that much, 25 to 35. Brand new, you might get 50, but 20 bucks pre-owned, 25. So Sweat Tailor, it is in high demand. The tag looks like this. On the back, you'll see sweat, and it's glued on, like cheap glued on letters, which I wish brands wouldn't do this because they don't last long. Those letters just peel right off over too many washes. With a sell-through rate of 282 percentage points, we have my friend, Mr. Jack Archer. I've been finding these recently, and they are the most boring looking pants. The front button is the exact same color as the fabric. They went through, and instead of leaving it like chrome or brass or whatever, they actually color it exactly like the fabric, and it looks like similar to Lululemon. It's more like a nylon, shaped like Dockers with fabric like Lululemon. It's called Jack Archer, and they go for some pretty good money. I've sold a few of these in the last 90 days, 40 bucks. So you get between, they got 50 bucks pre-owned for those. Like I said, Jack Archer, these guys go pretty well for good money used. Like Primo goes for good money. You probably get more for Jack Archer than Primo. You can safely ask 45 to 49 bucks for Jack Archer. And unlike the blazers niche and the sport coats, presentation still matters here. But you don't have to put them on a mannequin and put a flower arrangement off to the right-hand side and spend 20 minutes steaming them. As long as they look good, and I mean, look at this is, no offense to whoever's listing this is, and I'm not trying to call you out, you sold it. But they got probably close to 50 bucks for, and this is their front picture. This is their main picture. You can barely see it. It's dark, it's blurry. So my point is, when the sell-through rate's this high, your pictures don't have to be perfect. But you might get a little more money if they are. So anyways, that's Jack Archer tag. Let's look at the tag. It's just Jack Archer with some kind of, it looks like a stencil font a little bit. Jack Archer sell-through rate of 282%. The next brand that you probably already know of, it's not an uncommon brand a lot of people know about, Bird Dogs. Their pants, their shorts, Bird Dogs golf pants have a sell-through rate of 252%. That's very good. They sell very fast, and they can get good money. Pre-owned 44, $30. They could have got a little more probably if they ironed them or steamed it out. A little bit of care in the photos will help a little bit, but you could just throw them on the ground, wrinkled up, and you'll still get $30. The whole gimmick with Bird Dogs is they were one of the first pants or shorts to come with a built-in liner. Now everybody's doing it. So this is what it looks like when you open them up and you're looking for a tag. You're going to find this on the inside. This is the liner. This is the built-in boxer brief. It'll say boom. It has the size and a little bird. And on the back pocket, there's a little bird, or in the back middle, it's not the pocket, it's the middle, right here. Between the belt loops on the back, there's a little embroidered bird. And Bird Dogs are like a nylon-y, polyester-y. All these pants are going to be like that. There's very few cotton-type pants in this list. But Bird Dogs, definitely grab them if you find them. And next is a brand that, this is an outlier, so don't take this with a grain of salt. Because this is weird. This probably shouldn't be here. But if you do find Cult of Individuality, there's 1 active and 2 sold. They're not even golf pants. They're more like just, these are tearaway workout pants. I came across it. I had to show you. People got $100. This is a different person. They got 75. Cult of Individuality. There's the tag. If you find them out there, they're like jogging pants. They shouldn't be in this video because they're not necessarily golf pants. But 200% sell-through rate. And they go for, like you just saw, $75 to $99. Cult of Individuality, if I can speak, is a good bolo. Next, I can't believe I'm about to say this. Next is All in Motion. I know what you're thinking. And I thought the same thing. All in Motion is a trash brand. I find 10 of these every time I go out shopping. At least 10 of these. I'm not kidding. All in Motion is an actual trash brand, but their golf pants right now at this time of year have 196% sell-through rate. The bad news is you're not going to get much money because people are selling them brand new for under $20. So, $15 brand new, free shipping. Not something I would want to purchase and then spend the time to measure and shoot, but if you get them for very cheap, they're going to sell quickly. If you have a way to get All in Motion golf pants for very cheap, they sell brand new for, $15, or this person got 36 because they got lucky. They must have had a perfect color for someone, but the sell-through rate for All in Motion, most of them are brand new, so most of them are brand new that sell, but 196%. I can't believe it. So if you haven't seen an All in Motion tag, please don't go buy this brand and look for everything All in Motion, because that's not what this is. This is just, for whatever reason, people are buying these because they're cheap golf pants. Look for the little weird squiggles on the back. And they aren't even showing the tags here because these are brand new. Sorry about this. There it is. All in Motion. Okay? Not a great brand. Don't go buying their other stuff. And do not buy their pants, even though they have a 200% sell-through rate, 196. Do not buy these pants unless you get them super cheap, because brand new, people are selling them for $15. So I had to put them in there. So it's not really a bolo. It's just kind of a, if you know low, grab them low. So next we have the brand Barstool. This is very small market size, and this is not a brand I'd really heard of. And most of the solds are a collaboration with UNRL. So the sell-through rate for Barstool is 175%. Very, very small market size. Only 7 items sold, only 4 active. But if you run into it, you have to pick it up. But understand this is not one you're going to see out there all the time. What you're looking for on Barstool is it's a little logo. It has a B with a little golf tee, like skull and crossbones, with the B being the skull and the T's being the crossbone. That's what you're looking for. A UNRL. I think it's supposed to be said Unreal, but for the sake of this video, I'm saying UNRL because I just don't know. But the sell-through rate's 175%, and people are getting good money, 25, 30, 39 for used, 25 for used. So I'd say they got $50 for this one because they're rare for something. I don't know. It's another collaboration. So Barstool does collaborations with a lot of brands. I think they even did one with TaylorMade. So just be aware that if you see that logo, there's a 175% chance that it's going to sell within 90 days. So Barstool, there it is. Next, we have our friend Vuori. If you don't know about this brand, you should. Almost everything that they put out has over 100% sell-through rate. Their golf pants are 171% sell-through rate. Their their sold value has gone down a bit, but you can still sell them pre-owned for some pretty decent cash. Vuori has a sell-through rate of 171%. The drawstring pants, in my experience, sell faster. These are the Ponto Performance pants. These are also the Ponto Performance pants. These are the Fleet Performance jogger. So with Vuori, you're going to be able to get the model number, the S pound, the S hashtag, I guess people use now, the S hashtag V431, that's the model number. So if you look that up on the internet web, you'll be able to get the actual model name of the pants, which, if you have the model name, you will sell them for quite a bit more money. That is a fact. So get the model number and find out what the actual pants are called, and you'll get way more money. So the sell-through rate, I don't know if I said it yet, it's 171% for Vuori. Any kind of Vuori performance pants, if you can call them golf pants, do so. I mean, any performance pants, I would comfortably call them golf pants. If they're stretchy, if they have pockets, if they have drawstrings, even if they're joggers, I would put golf in the title because see a lot of dudes out there golfing in joggers. So Vuori, for sure. Good money, and they're a great brand. The next brand is 146% sell-through rate, and this is another new to me brand. I had no idea this brand existed. Also, there's the Vuori tag. Look for that V. Sometimes you'll see it on the pockets. Next, we have, this is another tag. Sorry about that. A new brand to me, Galvin Green. Never heard of this brand in my long, sad life, but now I know. Galvin Green is a killer golf pants brand with 146% sell-through rate. Brand new. They go for $39, $39. Trying to get $79. $25 for two. So as you can tell just by this brief adventure, they don't sell for a ton of money. But you could get some decent DeLoreans if you find a nice pair. They got $100 for this one because it's Gore-Tex. Anytime you find Gore-Tex, be prepared for some money because it typically goes for more money because it's waterproof. And good sizes, 34 by 30, 36 by 30, 40 by 32, all those good sizes, 44, help things sell fast. So Galvin Green, I'd say safely used, you can get 20 to 40. 20 to 40 depending on the model. This is the tag. And a lot of the times they have this thing might show up, whatever that is, that might show up on their pocket. I think it's some weird technology they use in their pants. But if you see that weird B thing, that might let you know, because I've seen it on the exterior of some of these pictures. Can't remember which one, but be aware that has to do with Galvin Green. Sell-through rate, Galvin Green, to reiterate, 146%. It's a grab for sure. Lululemon pants have a sell-through rate of 130%. All their pants could be considered golf pants because they're all performance pants. Their whole brand is performance. So Lululemon can go for some good money, especially the pants. The t-shirts are getting a little bit played out. Some of their shirts are still selling well. Their hoodies are doing okay. but the pants are where it's at with Lululemon. Used, we're getting $49, 37, 32. I'd say safely you can get $30 and over if they're in good condition. With some small flaws, maybe 25 to 29. But if they're in great condition, 35 to possibly way higher. This person got $62 throwing it on a towel with not great lighting. So that's the thing about eBay. Sometimes you can go for broke, price it way up, and just see what happens. If the sell-through rate's this good, 130%, you can go a little high, and if you want to. I usually don't because I just want it gone. But if you want to, if you find something this desirable, you can do that. So you can see that you get some good money for Lululemon. You want to find the size dot. That's what this is called. This is called the size dot or the style dot. So on Lululemon pants, if you look in the front pockets, you don't find it, unzip the back pockets and look for it in there. Or if it's not in those, look for the side little utility zip pocket and look for it in there. Pull out the pockets and look for the dot. The dot tells you everything you need to know about what you have in your hands. The size is right in the middle, so this is a size 38. And the style code starts after the zeros with the L. And it stops at the period. So your style code here is LM5ADES dot. I mean, you don't have to do the dot, but the dot just tells you when to stop. So you take that, you put it into Google, and that will give you the name of the item that you have in your hands. If this was a women's item, it would have a W here instead of an M. So L is Lululemon, M is men's, and the rest will tell you the style. So if you find a W, don't list them as men pants because they're not. The other thing is, Lululemon, a lot of times the tag will be ripped off. This is the tag. People rip it off because it's irritating and it's way too long. So it's usually going to be gone by the time you find the item. So to know it's Lululemon, you look for their logo. It's a little upside down horseshoe, which is this. Okay. So if you don't find the upside down horseshoe on the back, sometimes it's on a little tag by the pocket. Sometimes it's on the back seat of the pants. Sometimes it's down on the shin area of the pants on the side. So irritating. But if it's Lululemon pants and it's men's and it's not a drawstring pants, it actually has a button or a snap, you're going to see it on the snap. That's what this is. So you can see kind of this is a bad example. But on the inside, if you're wearing the pants and you unsnap them or unbutton them, the fastener on the inside of the fabric on the waist, this little circle is going to have the logo on it. So if you see this stripe of fabric with this on it, that is a pair of Lululemon pants. Now, there's way too much time spent on that one brand. Next, we have Built Basics or just Built. The shirts used to do good in this brand. Now it's hard to sell them or they just take longer. But the pants are pretty good. The sell-through rate on Built pants is 124%. So BYLT, Built, pre-owned, $39.99, $35, $36, $30. So these are in the upper 30s and the mid 30s for used pants. BYLT Built. There's lots of different models, lots of different colors, lots of different styles. But Built, if they could be called golf pants, and most of them can, then the sell-through rate is 124%. The tag looks like this, Built Premium Basics. And as you just saw, they can be worth some good money. So do not pass on Builts. On the outside of the pants, sometimes you're not going to see anything. Like these look very basic. But if you look close, you might see the embroidered Built like right here. Right by the utility pocket. So be aware of that. And some boring pants like this might be Lululemons or Builts or Jack Archers. So if you see boring looking khakis and they're some kind of performance fabric, they could be really good. And even if they're not, as long as they're golf pants, 57% of golf pants listed on eBay have sold in the last 90 days. Incredible. Southern Tide, not a great brand. Their polos do not do well anymore. The shirts don't do that great. But the golf pants, sell-through rate of 103%. Not bad at all. Southern Tide golf pants, brand new for $44. pre-owned for $25, pre-owned for $22, brand new for $49. So you can expect $20 to $30 used, $40 to $49 brand new. And, take clear pictures and make sure you know the name of the... I don't have too much experience with Southern Tide pants. I have sold them a couple times, but it's not something I really looked for because I thought they wouldn't sell well because most of their other stuff has reached its prime and is far past its prime and no one buys it anymore. The pants do sell very well, as you can see. Tag looks like this. Southern Tide has a little tuna. Southern Tide pants, performance pants, grab them. What does performance pants mean? All it means is technical fabric. And all that means is basically polyester or nylon that's stretchy, performance fabric. It's lightweight, stretchy. Some of it will have water repellent or moisture wicking. So it's just, the way I look at it is anything that's going to rip the first time you wear it and be trashed within 5 months is performance fabric. So Fabletics is the next one. It has a sell-through rate of 102%, which is pretty great. They don't sell for a ton of money, but these are proving me wrong because $38 for Fabletics? Wow, I didn't expect that. I'm familiar with this brand and it just doesn't sell for a lot for me. $25, that's good. $21, that's closer to what I get for them. 25, 23, 39. Wow. I guess Fabletics has gone up, which is strange because that typically doesn't happen with men's used clothing. 102% sell-through rate. As you just saw, you can get between $20 and $35 for Fabletics pants. So let's take a look at the tag/logo. By the way, what Fabletics is technically is a lower budget ripoff of Lululemon. And they actually say that in their commercials that it's a cheaper Lululemon. They feel like, look like, and act like Lululemon. The tag even looks similar. Long and skinny. Has the logo on top there. You will typically find the logo on Fabletics. They do put it on their outside of their garments, usually. I don't see it on these pants, but just look for that weird F. If you see that, it's like Fila, but with a little, it looks like a musical note, sort of, with an extra tail, if that helps. So Fabletics is pretty good. So we're still 100% sell-through rate, but now with our first one where we drop below the 100% sell-through rate. This is the subline of FootJoy. It's Dry Joys. Dry Joys by FootJoy are rain golf pants. And like I said, 100%, basically 98%, so 100% sell-through rate almost. And they sell for good money. Pre-owned, $46. Typically, Dry Joys will have an elastic waist, and they'll have the FootJoy logo near the hem, and they'll have the split ankle, so you can wear them over your pants. At least that's how I see them. So FootJoy, Dry Joy pants, 28 to 38-ish used. These people got $100 brand new. That's incredible. Hydrolite Performance. I don't know what the Hydrolite line might be special. I don't know. But if you find Dry Joys, get them for sure. By the way, Dry Joys makes other stuff. They make pullovers, and I haven't done the numbers, so I don't want to recommend that right now because it's been a long time. But you may want to look in. If you find anything that says Dry Joys by FootJoy, take a look at it because it's a great subline, and the pants are great. The logo looks like this. This is an older one, but still, it just says Dry Joys. So you're looking for nylon. It looks like water resistant or waterproof pants with elastic waist and a split down the hem and the FJ logo on the leg. Next we have Grayson, which I thought would be higher on this list because this brand is kind of on fire, but still 93% sell-through rate is, for all intents and purposes, that is basically 100%. And the sell-through rate on these have come down quite a bit in the last 6 months, but that doesn't really deter me from picking them up when I find them. Still, it's 100%. It's just for a while it was like 300. And the prices have come down a bit too. So I would say Grayson is either in the next couple of years going to turn into mid, or it's going to maintain. It's hard to say. I'm not going to try to forecast this, but $35 pre-owned is about $20 less than it used to get. So 79, see, they got 79 for these. 89 new. 89, 89, $100 new, 61 new, 80 pre-owned. So I can switch to only pre-owned. I like to look at new too because it gives me a good idea of the overall value. But pre-owned we're looking at basically 28, 79, 34. It's kind of all over the place. $80, 35. I'd say between 35 and 45 to 50 is more realistic if you want to sell them quick. Or you can go for the jugular and put them up for $80 and you might even get it. It's your call, but if you find Grayson, you're picking it up, even the shirts. Here's the tag. And they have a little wolf as their logo. Oh, there it is. If you see this little wolf on anything, it'll even have little eyes too, little beady eyes on it. If you see that, grab it. See, this has flaws. They got $35 with flaws. Not bad. So yeah, Grayson's a definite grab. Rhone, R-H-O-N-E. They make a lot of different outdoors performance stuff. Their golf pants are called commuter pants, and they sell pretty fast and for good money. $26, $45 new, $39.99 pre-owned, $43 pre-owned. So the upper 30s, low 40s, and if they got flaws, I'd say 19 to 25. Any Rhone pants that are nylon or polyester stretch performance fabric, pick them up. This is the tag, Rhone. Pretty good stuff. If you see the 3 X's on anything, shirts, polo shirts, t-shirts, look, this 3 X's on the stitch, it'll be on the shoulder. Grab it, because even their t-shirts sell pretty good. But their pants are awesome. And the style number's right here on the tag. Flip it up, look right there, it even says style number so you know what you're looking at. Put that into Google, get the model number, and you're off. Next we have Faherty. Their sell-through rate for their golf pants or their performance pants are 83%. Market size 125. I forgot to mention this, but the market sizes on all of these are under 1,000. All of them so far, except Lululemon, it's got 2,300. So you would think it would be a more rare brand, but Lululemon's actually the most common of all the brands we've talked about so far. So just so you know, Lululemon is not uncommon. A lot of people just don't find it because they don't know what to look for because it looks like boring regular pants. So a lot of people leave them there and they don't see the tag, so they keep going. But now you know how to identify Lululemon. It's out there. It's everywhere. It's very common. Faherty golf pants, sell-through rate of 83%. Let's look at them. 89 new. All right, let me check used. $50 pre-owned, 32, 30, 45, 34. Again, mid-30s, mid-40s. From mid-30s to mid-40s. I haven't really seen any for under 30. So if you find Faherty pants and they look performance, or if any Faherty pants, honestly, any Faherty pants, jeans, chinos, performance, stretchy golf pants, any Faherty pants, grab them. So here's the tag for Faherty. It's got the sun and the waves. That's what you're looking for right there. 83%. And now we're getting down there. UNRL. I think you're supposed to call it Unreal, but I'm calling it UNRL. Sell-through rate's 82%. But the market size is also 82. This is not super common, but I can tell you, this is one of those brands where when you find out that it's something you should be grabbing, you instantly remember passing it a couple times. And I can tell you, I have in fact passed on this brand at least 2 or 3 times. So they sell for decent money, not super great, but I'd pick it up for cheap. So yeah, Unreal, UNRL, tag looks like this. Nothing really remarkable about the pants. They look like Lululemons, or Fabletics. But UNRL, pick them up if you find them. Next is Loudmouth Golf. These guys have gotten pretty popular, so their sell-through rate a couple years ago was in the 300%. Now they've dipped down to 79%, which is still pretty good. Look at this. A couple of years ago, these would have been 59 bucks. Now they're going for 22. To be fair, though, that is an auction, and I haven't read the description. They may have flaws. I don't know. So let's look at these. The way you can identify loudmouth is because they're very loud. Look at these patterns. You're not going to find like a nice tan khaki loudmouth golf pants. Usually you just won't. They're going to be flags. They're going to be flowers. They're going to be paisley. They're going to be argyle. Paint splatter. Look at these patterns. So you see some crazy pants. I've bought and sold this exact pair before. We're looking at mid-30s to mid-40s for used loudmouth golf pants. Great brand. Let's take a look at the tag. Looks like this. And sometimes they will have LM on the pockets or the whole thing spelled out. In this case, it's spelled out. So loudmouth golf, it's a good one. 79%. 537 market size. What that means is the amount of actives and solds when you add them together comes to 537. So it's fairly rare, but not super rare. But we are getting down to the bottom of the goodies, okay? The next is Royal and Awesome, which is kind of I'd say it's similar to Loudmouth in the way that it tries to make a little bit crazy patterns or weird prints. But it's called Royal and Awesome. Sell-through rate of 78%. Market size of 98. I have bought and sold these before, 1 or 2 times. 25, 28, 25, 28, 25, 18, 40. Those are the prices you can expect. However, if the pattern's super cool, you can expect a little more money. That's the gimmick with these. The better the pattern, the more they're worth. And there's what you might find on the back by the pocket. Royal and Awesome. When I saw that, I thought it was someone's basement brand that they just made up. But no, it's a real golf brand people are actually spending good money on. So there's the actual tag on the inside. You find Royal and Awesome, I'd say pick it up. It's 78%. It's not bad. And now we're getting to the bottom of the list. G4, another brand where a few years ago they were like in the 300s. Now they're down to G4, 71%. So here's the thing with G4. If you're checking the sell-through rate, make sure you put in the name like this, with the slash and without the slash. Both of them. That's how you're going to get the most accurate. So for me, I did that and found out the sell-through rate is 71%. You get decent money for these, 84 bucks. 29 DeLoreans for pre-owned with the little, elastic feet cuffs. 92 bucks for brand new. $39.95, $29.95, but these are just plain khakis. So that's probably why they didn't get too much. 40 bucks for blue. So you guys say between 25 and 40 used. And brand new, sky's the limit. Price them up and expect good things if you find these new. This is the tag, G/4. It's got the 4 G's in a circle because they're very clever and their marketing department makes too much money. And that's it. That is what I would call the good stuff, okay? That is from 70%, from over 70% all the way to 664%. Let's recap these brands first, okay? Okay, now here's the recap with my exciting spreadsheet. The sell-through rate is right here. Let's make it a bright color. Okay. So let's go Primo, 664%. Sweat Taylor, 375%. Jack Archer Pants, 282%. Bird Dogs is 252. Cult of Individuality, very unlikely to find it. They're not golf pants. If you find it, you could sell between 75 and 100 bucks. All in Motion, these are cheap garbage brand, okay? Most every one of them that have sold on eBay has been brand new, and some people are selling them brand new for $15. Be aware of that before you buy them, but they do have a 196% sell-through rate. Barstool, very small market size, but 175% sell-through rate. Fiore, great brand, 171% sell-through rate. Galvin Green, I have never found or looked for them or sold them, 146% sell-through rate. And good money, too. Lululemon, huge market size. You're probably walking right by them in your stores. Sell-through rate 130%. Good money for Lululemon. Make sure you get the style dot. Built, worth more than I thought they were. 124% sell-through rate. Southern Tide, not a great brand, but their golf pants have 103% sell-through rate. Fabletics is a bargain brand Lululemon. 102% sell-through rate. Dry Joys are rain pants made by FootJoy. 98% sell-through rate, and they go for good money. Grayson, shirts, pants, all Grayson golf stuff, good stuff. Pants, 93% sell-through rate. Look for the little wolf head or the coyote head. I think it's a wolf. Rhone, R-H-O-N-E. Look for the 3 X's on top of each other. 86% sell-through rate. Faraday has the sun and sea logo. 83% sell-through rate. UNRL or Unreal. Black tag on the inside with capital letters UNRL. 82% sell-through rate. Loudmouth Golf. Look for crazy, loud, colorful patterns. 79% sell-through rate. Royal and Awesome. 78% sell-through rate. Looks kind of like Loudmouth Golf. Good stuff. G4 finally. 71% sell-through rate. If you find it, pick it up for sure. Next, we're going to get into 70% and below. Now we're starting the mid-tier brands. This is from 70% down to 50%. So these, even though they're mid-tier golf pants, are still worth good money, most of them. And the sell-through rate, when I say it's 70%, that's still pretty good. And this time of year, it's probably going up a little bit as we move forward in time. Don't overpay for anything ever. The number one rule of reselling. So let's get into the brands. Peter Millar has a sell-through rate of 70%. Pre-owned, people are getting $13, $32. So it goes all over the place. $64 for a pair, though. That's for 2 pair. $25, $35. So Peter Millar is very common. They are by far the most common brand of any of them so far, with 6,800 market size. So you're going to find Peter Millar when you're shopping. So I'd say if you find it, it's probably a good grab if it's in good condition, because you don't want to grab it if it's in bad condition, because there's a lot of competition out there for this brand. There's a lot of people buying it. You want to find the style code. It looks like this. It starts with M. So MEOEB66FB is the style code. It's under the content tag. Find that and look up what the item actually is. Just like all these other brands, you know that, you're going to make more money. So Peter Millar is pretty decent, 70%. Vineyard Vines is 68%. Also a fairly decent market size of 1,600 items out there, 1,684. Tag looks like this, and they are going for a little more than the average brand. 28, $20 for those, 25. So again, 25 to 35, depending on. 35 is going to be rare for Vineyard Vines. I'd say you're looking more at like 20 to 25 for these pants. I don't know about style codes for Vineyard Vines. I'm not super familiar with the brand. I don't find it often. It's not one of my favorites. But they may have style codes, and if they do, they're probably going to be behind the content tag. Bonobos has a sell-through rate of 68%. I wouldn't say it's a guaranteed grab every time, but if you get it super cheap, it's good. It's not going to go for a lot of money. I think the most you'll probably get for pre-owned is maybe $30, unless you get lucky and find some really good stuff. I'd say 15 to 25 is more like it. This person, those were new though for 37. So don't look for big payday. Just be careful because you're not going to get a lot of money for Bonobos pants, but they will sell fairly good. With the 68% sell-through rate is decent. I wouldn't say it's good. I'd say it's decent. But they're all over the place out there. What you want to find is the performance bonobos. You don't want the cotton khakis. You want the performance ones, the stretchy polyester. Those are going to sell faster than the cotton regular khakis. So that's Bonobos. Next is a brand that's a very small market size that I have actually found before. Oh, by the way, here's the tag for Bonobos. Iliac Golf. Very small, very niche, but I have actually found it 2 or 3 times and sold it. Iliac Golf. They will sell for good money, as you see here. Almost 40 bucks, 46. Small niche, not likely to find it, but that being said, I have found it. This is the tag. I found the golf polos and I have found the pants. I can't remember if the polos did well or not, so don't grab them. Don't think that this is some big Bolo brand, because it probably isn't. But it's still pretty good. If you find Iliac golf pants, they go for good money and they have 66% sell-through rate. That's the tag. Next is Roback. This was just incredible a couple of years ago, and it's still pretty good. Has a pretty good sell-through rate for the pants of 66%. I thought it would be way more, but the cool thing about Roback is it maintains its value very well. You want to find the joggers. Those are the most popular. 40 bucks, 40 bucks, 85 new, $60 pre-owned. I mean, these are just regular performance pants. As you see, their polos do pretty good too. Pants are harder to find, but anything Roback is probably a good pickup. This is what the little dog tag looks like. It's a little circle with a dog, and then the brand tag is like this. Roback, R-H-O-B-A-C-K. Decent. Not incredible, but worth a lot of money. Johnny O, I'd say this is a pretty high mid brand. You're not going to get what you did years ago, but still, the Prepformance series, which is their stretchy nylon-y polyester pants, golf pants, can still get between 20 and 35. I don't think you can expect 35 every time. It would have to be in really good shape. More than likely, you're going to get 20 to 25. They got 35, and it depends. I mean, you may get up to 35, but the median is probably around 25. So Johnny O's pretty good. This is the tag. You don't want to get the cotton khakis. You want to find the performance stretchy Prepformance. 34 is a great size. 36, 38, 40, 42. You don't want to lick those little small sizes. 28, that's hard to sell those. They do sell, but I've had bad luck with anything under 32. Next is Mizzen and Main. Mizzen and Main, their sell-through rate for their golf pants is 60%. It's like every other pants. I mean, they look like everything else. With a performance stretchy fabric, they use the metal buttons. Look for the tags. They look like this. It has the cut number in there. I don't know if they have style numbers on these. They do on some of the shirts. But Mizzen and Main's pretty decent. Their shirts are okay. You should watch my shirt video for Mizzen and Main. It's not they're not as good as you think they are. 60% for the pants. I'd say this is a straight mid-tier. But mid-tier for golf pants is like really good for a lot of other niches. So keep that in mind, that this whole niche is good. You could buy any one of these brands I've talked about so far and do pretty good. So next is Public Rec. Oh, there's the tag for Mizzen and Main. Next is Public Rec. The sell-through rate on these, 58%. Pretty decent. Probably a little bit higher by now because I did this research about a week ago. It's probably already gone up. But Public Rec, anything that could be considered golf pants or joggers, 45 bucks, 30 bucks. More than likely you're going to get 30 to maybe 40. You might get lucky and get 45, but I'd price them around 35 and take an offer. You might even sell it for full asking price. So yeah, Public Rec, great pants. The sell-through rate, when I looked it up, was 58%, but I think it might be wrong. I think it might be closer to 65 or more. It just depends. But this is the tag. Public Rec golf pants. Or anything. Public Rec anything pants. Shirt's not as good as the pants, not even close. Next is KJUS or K-Juice, but I don't think that's how it's pronounced. Okay, so apparently here's how you pronounce KJUS or K-Juice. I always call it K-Juice, but this sounds to me like somebody hacking up a walnut.
Juice.
That's how you pronounce it.
Juice.
Okay? So I'm not going to try to say that because I'm not. So I'm going to keep saying K-Juice. So you find K-Juice, the sell-through rate is 58%, and it sells for pretty decent money. $40, 35, 40, 29. Brand new, you're sitting on good bucks, probably 80 to 100, probably something like that. But they got 60 used. Not bad. Let me just filter out to just the used and see where we're at. 29, 30, 60, 34, 35. So yeah, pretty much all golf pants. We're getting a pretty similar between 30 and 45 for a lot of these, which in the clothing niche, that's pretty good for used stuff. This is the tag. I'm not going to pronounce it. That's it. Okay, Mack Weldon. I thought it was better than it is, but here we are. Sell-through rate is 57%. You're going to get pre-owned 39, 25, 22, 27. I think that 39 was an outlier. Some people are letting them go for 12, auctioning them off for pennies. So I'd say, realistically, you're going to want to try to get 25 to 30 for them. But if you take an offer for 20, don't be stingy, take it and let it go. It's not that desirable of a brand. But Mack Weldon, it's comfortable stuff. I used to own a couple pair of their pants, and that's the logo. You can see the little W on the pocket. It's like a triple W on the pocket or the leg. Looks like this. It's a little blurry, but that's what you're looking for. Not worth a great deal of money, but it's a decent brand, considering all golf pants are pretty good. TravisMathew, very disappointing brand, in my opinion. The pants have a sell-through rate of 57% and $25, 20. Looks like you're lucky to get 29. So I'd say TravisMathew is one of the lower priced used golf pants. But TravisMathew, it's spelled with one T, Mathew. A lot of people will put two T's in there and the search won't pull it up as good, so you want to make sure it has one T. This is the tag. I don't mess with the polo shirts because it's just, they don't sell very well for me. But the pants are okay. If I find them and they're very cheap, I will pick them up. So next we have a brand that I do not buy. I just don't. Under Armour. I don't mess with this brand. Doesn't mean you shouldn't. But all the Goodwills and the thrift shops around my house price this stuff up like it's Lululemon. You find Under Armour pants, they're asking $15 for them. And I do not participate in such nonsense. But if you find Under Armour, you might be able to get up to $25 tops. I don't know how people are getting more than 25. I knew maybe. I actually, since Under Armour has such a giant since Under Armour has such giant markers, Under Armour has a massive market size, as you might imagine. 12,700 units bought and sold on eBay. 8,100 active, 4,600 sold. Sell-through rate 56%. I would only pick this up if you get it dirt cheap. If you find it new or in really good condition, dirt cheap. That's my thing for Under Armour. I don't buy it no matter what. I don't find it cheap. That's why. Don't get the wrong impression. I just never find it cheap. This is the tag. And I actually have a little sub thing here. Because of the massive market size for Under Armour, I was trying to go through and find some context, find out which pieces you should buy because it's such a huge brand. And I did find some stuff, but it didn't go like I planned it to. So looking at the data sheet here, by a little bit, the best-selling Under Armour pants is Armour Fleece. If you find Armour Fleece, which is, as you would expect, it's like sweatpants, fleecy kind of sweatpants. And there's another one, the Bent Grass golf pants, which is slightly better than any Under Armour loose. You know how they have the loose on the tag, it'll say loose. They do have a Storm Rain pants, which can go for a little more money, but the sell-through rate's 33%, And then they have a Drive Performance, which is a golf line, which doesn't do very well, and Heat Gear, which no one cares about as far as the sell-through rate goes. So I know that's not super useful, but that's Under Armour. With the sell-through rate of 54%, we have Tiger Woods, which is a Nike subline, Tiger Woods collection. It's, 45% is not awesome. It's really not. 54% isn't great. But like I said, this whole niche is pretty good. So if you find these and you don't mind sitting for a little while, I would grab them. People are getting $30, 18, 15, 13. You're not going to be getting much money for these, but they're out there and they sell okay. The tag looks like this, Tiger Woods collection. I personally don't buy these. This is the whole Nike Golf, just the whole Nike brand, okay? The whole brand. Nike or Nike Golf. Sell-through rate 53%. Now let me preface everything I say about Nike with this. Nike is not a brand that I frequently buy. It's not a brand I have knowledge about. I don't dive into the shoes. I'm not familiar with Nike that much. I'm not a Nike expert. Early on in my reselling career, I was buying a lot of Nike, and I quickly learned that it didn't sell well, and I stopped. I'm just like that. If something doesn't work for me, I just quit. I never look at it again, and I move on because there's so much more to learn. I left Nike in the dust. I don't play with it, which is probably a mistake because I know that there are items that are worth a lot of money. That being said, I do not speak of Nike with great experience, so let me tell you what I do know. The sell-through rate for Nike golf pants is 53%. The market size is 18,400. That means that's 12,000 active, 6,400 sold. It's a massive brand, so of course I went through and did a little bit of research to find out which ones are the best inside of Nike. First, let me show you a tag. Looks like this. So the research on Nike did bear some fruit, so I can give you some good information right now about what Nike stuff is worth picking up as far as the golf pants goes. The Club Fleece cargo pants are by far the best. Sell-through rate of 93%, so if you find Club Fleece cargo pants, grab them. What do they look like? So this is what the Club Fleece cargo pants look like. They look like sweatpants, they've got cargo pockets, and they're tapered at the bottom. I'm not going to go through and dig out the style code, but Nike does have codes on everything. If you look at the tags, you could Google the numbers you find and discover if that's in fact what this is. But this is the Club Fleece cargo pants, has 93% sell-through rate. If you find these out in the wild, pick them up. The next Nike you should be picking up is the Dry Fit Repel with a sell-through rate of 84%, market size of 299. Let's take a look at what these look like. So this is the Nike Dry Fit Repel pants. They look like that. Very kind of nondescript, just performance looking pants. Tag looks like this. And the style code looks like it's this one. Dry Fit Repel pants. They look like regular chino pants. The little tag on top there. Let's see if I can find another example. So it looks like they have the inside elastic with the felty fabric. It says Dry Fit. So if you find pants that look like this with the pockets like that and the little Nike logo tag, they might be the Dry Fit Repel pants. If you find those, sell-through rate is 84%, so definitely grab. The next Nike you may want to consider picking up are the Sport Utility Woven pants. The sell-through rate of 74% could be pretty good. So the Sport Utility Woven pants look like this. Drawstring, elastic on top with kind of a taller waistband. These are the cargo pants. Any of the pants, even if they're not cargo, I think they still have sports utility woven pants that aren't cargo pants. If you see drawstring Nike and they look like they have a tall waist like that and elastic cuffs, it may be sport utility cargo pants or sport utility pants, woven pants, and at that point you should be thinking about picking them up. Look for the style code, see if it matches, but that's a definite grab, I would say. And the next we're looking at the Nike Golf Stay Cool Dry Fit. So they have a 61% sell-through rate. And then the Nike Tech Fleece, those are like their sweatpants. The Tech Fleeces have a 56% sell-through rate. And I won't go and show an example of each one of these, but I will just briefly show you that it goes down from there. the Club sweatpants, Dry Fit Victory pants. At this point, we're in the 37 to 27% sell-throughs. I'm not going to worry too much about those. So you want to look for Club Fleece cargo pants, Dry Fit Repel, Sport Utility woven pants, and maybe Nike Golf Stay Cool Dry Fit. And I think the Stay Cool Dry Fit says Stay Cool Dry Fit on the tag. I'm not sure, but just be aware of them, that they're out there and they may be worth picking up. And next, with a sell-through rate of 51%, is FootJoy. This is another huge brand. You're definitely going to find it out there. Not all of them are going to make you a lot of money. It's fairly saturated. $20 used. Maybe 35 if you're super lucky. More than likely, you're looking at 18 to 25. Brand new, of course, you're going to grab them. FootJoy. This is what the tag looks like. I used to buy their shirts. I do not do that anymore unless they're special. So FootJoy, it's okay. Next we have eTonic, and we're actually getting to the bottom here. This might be the last one we're looking at as far as the sell-through rate of 50%. eTonic, it's okay. They're not going to go for great money. They do a lot of collaborations. You might find one of those. The tag looks like this. It's just okay. It's almost on the bottom end of just okay. I probably wouldn't pick them up unless I was getting it super cheap. And from there, I think we've looked at everything else. The rest is the Nikes and stuff. So that brings us to from 70% to 50%. So let's recap from 70% to 50%. So Peter Millar is at 70%. And we're going down from there. Vineyard Vine, 68%. Bonobo, 68%. Iliac and Roback, both 66%. Johnny O at 61%. Mizzen and Maine, 60%. Public Rec, 58%, but can be worth some good money. KJUS, K-Juice, I'm not going to say the right pronunciation because I don't want to sound like I'm coughing, 58%. Mack Weldon, 57%. Travis Matthew, also 57%. Under Armour, massive brand, tons and tons of stuff out there. If you find it cheap, consider picking it up. And it does have a couple that are a little better. Tiger Woods, 54%. Nike, remember what we're looking for with Nike. Club Fleece cargo pants, Nike Dry Fit Repel or Sport Utility woven pant, maybe Nike Golf Stay Cool Dry Fit. And FootJoy with 51% and eTonic with 50% at the very bottom of the 50%er. And from here on, we're going down to the lowest sell-through rate golf pants that I researched. So on the top of the list with 45% is Oakley. There are some models that may be worth looking up. I didn't take the time to find out what they are. In general, I'm going to leave Oakley behind unless it's super cheap. Bonobos Subline Made, M-A-I-D-E, has a sell-through rate of 45%. And we're going to actually look at this one. They do sell for 20 to 25. It's a subline called M-A-I-D-E Made, and it's specifically for golf. The tag looks like this. Made. It's in script or cursive, whichever you prefer. And it's M-A-I-D-E. It's okay. If you find it cheap, consider it. But it's not something that I would get excited if I see it out in the thrift. And now I'm just looking at my list here. Puma Golf, 44%. RLX, Ralph Lauren. Some of it's worth good money. If you find it in great condition, maybe consider picking it up. But 44%. If you find basic khakis, I wouldn't pick them up. But that's me. Mr. New York, 42% sell-through rate. Banana Republic, 42%. Joseph A. Bank, 41%. Sun Mountain, 40%. Tommy Bahama, 39%. Titleist, 38%. J. Crew, 38%. And the next one we're going to talk about is TaylorMade. The reason why we're going to talk about TaylorMade is because they do some collaborations that are worth good money. Kith and TaylorMade, or Keith, I don't know how it's pronounced, but you find one of those collabs, sweatpants, $65. Grayson and TaylorMade, I don't know what they got, but that's pretty good. Another Grayson one. Melbon and TaylorMade, never heard of it. $225 new. Another Kith or Keith, that's good. So we were at TaylorMade. All right, now these are getting down into the lower sell-through rates, which I typically won't mess with these unless it's brand new or it's got something going for it, like a loud pattern or something crazy. 34%.
1 hour later.
And down. So I'm not going to read off each percentage, but Untuck It, Task, Performance, they do bamboo blend stuff. So sometimes you can actually do okay with Task even though the sell-through rate's low. I find it sells okay in the summer. VRSR, J. Lindeberg. This used to be great. Now it's not so good. Nike Golf. We talked about that. Polo Ralph Lauren. Some of their stuff's okay, but most of it's like the cotton pleated stuff. And that can go okay, but it's not necessarily golf pants, so it's not really covered in this video. Life is Good. I don't know how that got here really, but their pajama pants, if I remember right, have like 80 to 100% sell-through rate if you find Life is Good pajama pants. Link Soul. Used to be great, now I don't buy it. Polo Golf, who cares? Onward Reserve, don't care. Oxford Golf, some of their stuff's okay, but no. Hurley, no. Brooks Brothers, nope. If it's new with tags. Prana, at one point in time, but not so much now. Greg Norman, no. Callaway, no. Dockers, no. Izod, Zaya, Cini, Chase 54, Ben Hogan, Clothing with an N. And this is the UNRL X Barstool collaboration. Don't know why I put that in there, but I did. Sell-through rate's not great, but you saw the prices on those, 75, 95. PGA Tour, absolutely don't buy that. Core, Louis Raphael, Jack Nicklaus, no. And Theory, dead last. Remember when Theory was a great brand? Because I do. Now it's dead last, at least in golf pants. I think it was close to the bottom on the dress shirts too. So yeah, Theory is not a thing. So hopefully that gives you a little more information on golf pants. It's a great niche. I'll give you some screenshots after I shut my fat mouth. But I do want to say, if I forgot to say it at the beginning of the video, wanted to give a shout out to Big Yumbo. I also wanted to give a shout out to Matt at Thrift Life, because I wouldn't have started this channel if it wasn't for him encouraging people to start their own YouTube channels 2 years ago or something. So Matt, Big Yumbo, what's up, guys? Thank you for the inspiration.